What's up, guys? This is Showmaster here, bringing the video today. We're doing with Deku was a little brother from BioShock, Part 1. Now, let's get this started. Let me set a timer and let's go. Now then, where we're starting this off has All For One, raiding a villain base. Him and this villain exactly have been going head by head exactly. She wants to kill a lot of kids exactly, and All For One does not want that to happen. Sure, he might hate villains exactly in Hero Society, but he does have some morals here and there. Number one, he does not kill kids exactly. He only harms them enough to not make them, attack him exactly. Sure, he might rip off your arm exactly, but he will keep you alive and make the pain not feel at all. So technically, he isn't truly killing. He only kills pro heroes like All Might, Endeavor, and others. Now, let's continue on. All For One, Shigaraki, and Kirigiri are, mostly still raiding the space sector with some few Nomus. Now, they have found this weird container of these weird sea slugs. Now, there is only one left exactly. This villain has taken all of them except one. As the doctor says that's weird exactly. As Shigaraki saying, it's just a stupid sea slug anyway, we should just destroy it. As the doctor says, no, I haven't seen something like this. It'll be really good if we can experiment with it exactly. All For One saying, fine, just bring it anyway. As they do. Now, this doctor wanted to start back the little sister program, because it was a weird history bullshit exactly. So yeah. Technically Adam is still a thing exactly, all that shit. So the city is still there, but it's destroyed completely. There's only like a few here and there buildings still up. So yeah, it's a little weird. Now, let's continue on. Let's skip a few hours later. Now, you're going to be asking me how old is Green this timeline. Green is 2 years old exactly. So yeah. Deku should technically be 1. Now, they are back at the Nomu facility base exactly. All For One, had a DNA hair sample from his daughter exactly, and gave it to the doctor to clone a, clone. But, for some reason, this clone is a guy exactly. As All For One, Shigaraki, Kirigiri, and the doctor sees exactly. Now, the doctor did put the sea slug inside of this clone, because he did see a few here and there papers at the villain's base. It did tell them to put the slug inside of a child exactly, and it will have great effects exactly in generation and producing this. Now, Shigaraki says, okay, I'm leaving exactly. Kirigiri, come on. As Kirigiri opens the warp gate, and All For One, Kirigiri, and Shigaraki leave. All For One did make some clothes for, this clone exactly. Now, the doctor is going to call this clone Subject 1. Now, he has not cloned these sea slugs exactly. For some reason, the cloning procedure with these sea slugs will not work at all. In fact, they're always mutated and they die off. And their atom is always tainted and some more shit. So, no cloning bullshit. So, yeah. Now, the doctor did, tell Subject 1 to put on his clothes exactly. Most of his clothes look like this. Now, as Deku does exactly. Now, I'm going to be continuously calling him Subject 1 till episode 3. Because, that's when Green actually gives him the name. Now, the doctors figure out why the heck Subject 1's eyes are always glowing. As he continuously pokes him exactly. Deku giving no response, actually. So, yeah. Or Subject 1. Now, All For One says, not All For One, but All For One's doctor says, okay, Subject 1. As he just tells Subject 1 to follow him. As he does. Now, he's thinking exactly. He may be thinking that maybe Subject 1's only obeying him because he's the only person giving a command. Now, the doctor tells Subject 1 to stay right there. As he does. Now, Subject 1 is just looking around exactly, but he's not moving at all. as he just sees a test tube of a Nomu exactly. As, well, the doctor is on the other side of the Nomu facility. This is where Deku's little, well, you could call it Smidel phobia exactly, as actually Deku's trying to actually find a doctor. As he actually does, finding him by a Nomu. As the doctor, well, thought exactly. So Subject 1 doesn't like being alone at all. Huh. Now, mostly, often the doctor tells Subject 1 to follow him exactly, and mostly look at this Nomu. As he actually does. But, well, Deku's behind his leg exactly, a little scared of this thing. He's thinking of it's really creepy, in fact, because its brain is, well, showing its teeth are really big and stuff, so yeah. Now, something you're going to be asking me is it going to be a hero or a villain what if? It's going to become a villain what if. Because I do like villain what ifs exactly. They're really good. Because villains, we have to give respect to the villains, guys. We have to. So yeah. Now, the doctor says, okay, Subject 1, punch the Nomu. As well, Deku actually gets out of the way of the leg of the doctor and actually walks up to Nomu really scared. And actually hits it. As nothing happens. Now, the Nomu's shock absorption did kick in exactly, so it really didn't do nothing exactly. As he just tells him to punch the Nomu again. This time the doctor told the Nomu to attack him when he attacks you. As Deku punches him in the leg exactly, as the Nomu just grabs him and throws him across the facility exactly, hitting him into a wall. Now, Deku's leg is, or Subject 1's leg is broken exactly, as he immediately fits back in position exactly, painfully of course. But Subject 1 does not talk at all. So yeah, he does have a mouth exactly, and he does feel pain, but he cannot speak at all. Now, the doctor just runs over exactly and checks to see how Subject 1 is. He's fully healed exactly. Now, he's just thinking, that villain exactly must have been working on these slugs exactly or something, and modified them to have cool abilities. Now then, he just calls Ulfron exactly and tells him that these weird slug things exactly in Subject 1 are, well, allow him to have regeneration capabilities and, well, glowing eyes. That's it, have I got so far exactly, Ulfron. As he says, good. Continue on with your research exactly. I want to see could I increase my quirk with it. Or not increase it, but increase my daughter's quirk with it exactly. Now, he is thinking, what else should he call Subject 1 exactly? But he's just going to continue to call him Subject 1 because he does not want to give him to, well, a normal name exactly. Now, he is telling Subject 1 that that's the area he can stay exactly. He mostly made an area where Deku can just, well, write anything down in a book exactly. Now, he tells him to sit there and do not move at all, or something will happen to you terribly. As, well, Subject 1 is just saying exactly. Doodling around in the notebook exactly. Before, well, he wants to actually do something exactly. As he just draws something like, well, from BioShock, a Big Daddy. No homo. Just gonna say it right now. Each time I say that name, I'm gonna say no homo with that shit. Sorry, guys. I'm flattered you guys like me. If you guys do exactly in that way, I'm flattered, but I do not accept that. I'm straight, okay? But some feminists are gonna hate that shit. Exactly, gonna call me fucking homophobic stuff. Bet you $10 for that shit. Oh, yeah, I forgot. So for dumbass, exactly. I really don't fucking know, but fuck feminists. So yeah. Now, let's continue on. He draws a Big Daddy, no homo. And he's drawing the drill of it, but way different. The drill is way more bigger, and he's actually drawing the inside of it and the outside exactly. As Deku's, or Subject 1's thinking of showing, well, technically his creator, his thing. As he actually gets out of the chair exactly and hands the doctor his notebook exactly, showing him what he designed exactly. As the doctor sees exactly, it's actually really good. He actually can see where the parts can go exactly, what can I do exactly, and all the material you need. Now, he actually just puts his hand on Subject 1's head exactly, and, well, pats him exactly, telling him he actually did a great job exactly, as he gives him back the note exactly. But the doctor, well, used one of his quirks to clone or copy the book exactly image, as he's keeping that as, well, something he could build later on for our Nomu. Maybe some armor for the Nomus exactly, just in case. Just a secondary armor thing. Now, let's do a time scoop exactly. When Subject 1 is 5 years old, and Green is 6 years old exactly. So yeah, sorry if I messed up fucking timeline exactly, so sorry. So yeah. Now, this is the day Subject 1's going to have his first power exactly. I understand the little sisters exactly and the little brothers don't have powers, I think. But I'm going to say this right now because I do want to make this a little bit more exciting. Now, mostly the doctor's trying to teach Deku how to snap his finger exactly. As, well, Deku does. But his hand actually caught fire. As the doctor sees exactly, really interested. He writes this down exactly saying Subject 1 has a fire power exactly, not a fire quirk. As the doctor does help Deku put out his hand of fire exactly. As the doctor sees that, it didn't burn at all. He only has a little burn mark here and there, and that's it. As he can see his skin regenerating it exactly. As the doctor just tells Subject 1 he can go back to his place exactly. As he actually does. Now, Deku does have a few small gears tinkering around exactly, so he starts building something. A small drill. Nothing you can use exactly, but something you can just spin around exactly. As Deku just sees a pile of, scrap metal. And some other things. As he's thinking. Deku, or Subject 1, is thinking that he can do something really cool. As he just walks over to that scrap exactly, and he starts messing with it a little bit. Building something. As he actually tries to build, a type of gun, at least. Like this. He does have something like exactly. Now, a few hours later pass exactly, and the doctor wants to check to see how's Subject 1 doing. As he actually sees that Subject 1 has built his first own gun, or something like it. Mostly the weapon takes only scrap bullets he's created. Mostly they are, metal exactly that, when it's shot, it can hurt you really badly. But the machine, or technically his gun, can explode or break down. As the doctor says, what the heck is this, Subject 1? Subject 1 giving the doctor the weapon exactly. And the doctor sees the trigger and shoots exactly. Mostly at the wall, and it shoots these weird, spiky bullets on them exactly. A lot of spikes on them, but, they can do a lot of serious damage. As, the doctor shoots it at the Nomu. It goes through the Nomu's, body completely. And the Nomu tries to regenerate. Now, Deku sees the Nomu regenerate exactly and thinks that the Nomu's like him exactly. But he must be a smaller version of it, or something else. As Deku tries to say something to the doctor. But he knows that he can't speak at all, so he tries to point to things exactly. Now, Doctor says, yes, what is it, Subject 1? As the doctor gives Subject 1 back his weapon exactly. As he shows him another thing this weapon can do. Immediately, the weapon shoots out a harpoon exactly at the Nomu. As he says, so a harpoon plus that weapon exactly. That's really good, Subject 1. As, Subject 1 gives the doctor the weapon back exactly. As the doctor says, it's really good actually though. I mean how you can actually focus it exactly. So yeah. As Subject 1 has built a bigger version of exactly. The one used right here. Subject 1 has a smaller one of exactly for him. As Subject 1 gives the doctor the big one exactly. It has way more things exactly. A flashlight and a few other things. Harpoon, 2 of them. Mostly a bigger ammo load of it exactly. So yeah. Now, the doctor says, Well then, Subject 1, you continuously doing this exactly, I might have to give you a reward. As well, Deku's actually curious what the heck the reward is. He just says a reward is something that when you do something good exactly, you get rewarded. Do something bad, then, well, you get punishment. Means like this exactly. Let's say this. Let's say you tried to leave this area exactly without my permission. Or you tried to mess with All For One exactly. Or mess with his daughter. You will get punished for that exactly. Mostly, well, like this. As the doctor just calls over the gnome exactly. He tells, the Nomu to show him what will happen if he does punishment exactly. Merely the Nomu breaking one of his fingers exactly. Deku sees exactly. The doctor telling him that will happen to you, but way more exactly, if you try to disobey me at all. Deku understand. I meant not Deku, but Subject 1 exactly. Sorry, I fucking keep continuously calling fucking Deku. So yeah, Subject 1 is Deku exactly. We're not calling him Deku yet, because the doctor's giving him a subject name exactly. So yeah. Now, as the doctor takes the bigger weapon exactly, and the smaller one, and mostly, keeps it in a storage area exactly. Now, as the Nomu goes back to its post exactly. Now, a few hours later pass exactly, and Shigaraki and Kirigiri are there, with All For One. Now, All For One just sees Subject 1 exactly, and, Subject 1 has only, a 1 on back exactly. Has a 0 and a 1. That's how you can tell the number of it. As, All For One just walks over to Subject 1 exactly. Deku sees All For One exactly, and, he is creeped out by his mask exactly, but he does, understand exactly. The doctor has explained to him a year ago exactly that All For One wears that mask for a good reason. Because he cannot breathe right exactly. So yeah. All For One just asks Subject 1 how's he doing exactly. Now, All For One can tell that Subject 1 is actually really happy exactly. He is really glad about that though. Now, he did tell the doctor to not kill Subject 1 at all. If you don't have to do something to him, at least allow me to clone him. So that means Subject 1 won't die exactly. The doctor does know All For One's morals exactly, and Kirigiri and Shigaraki do stand up to that too. So technically if Mustard tries to kill a kid, he might get hurt exactly, because All For One does not like killing kids at all. In fact, he likes keeping them alive, because technically he can create or manipulate them to do what he wants. But he does keep kids alive exactly. Let's say this, All For One had choice exactly, kill 100 kids or kill 100 parents. He would kill the parents of the kids exactly, because he does not kill kids at all. Doesn't matter. Now, All For One sees all the designs of Subject 1's different weapons. Suits of Big Daddy's No Homo, and others. So yeah. And this type of suit exactly. Now, All For One just says to Subject 1 that, tomorrow actually, or a few days later actually, you get to see my daughter. As Deku hears that exactly. Deku's really curious how his daughter actually looks like. Does he look like him exactly? As he's thinking though, she can't look like me exactly, cause, I'm me. As All For One sees exactly. Now, All For One is really thinking about exactly, what would his daughter actually think? Would she make fun of Subject 1? Would she try to steal Subject 1's power, or something else? As Deku actually shows All For One his new power. Snapping his fingers and fire comes on his hands. But Deku has full control over it now. As All For One actually sees that, saying, so that's not a quirk. As he's trying to look at Subject 1, checks does he have a quirk. He does not. So Subject 1 is quirkless, but he does have powerful capabilities. Now, All For One just shakes Subject 1's hand exactly and tells him he's doing a really good job exactly, as he just walks away, talking to the doctor exactly. Now then, All For One just says to the doctor exactly, So subject one has a power exactly, doesn't he? As the doctor says, yes, he does. He's a firepower exactly. It seems like he can control exactly, but he can't do anything else with exactly. He can turn it off and on, but it's a little weird. Now, mostly you're gonna be asking me the subject one has to eat. He does not have to eat that long exactly. He can survive 3 weeks without eating food at all, but he won't go crazy exactly. Only irritated and a little anxious a little bit if he does not eat at all. So yeah. Now, all for one just tells the doctor that, well, tomorrow exactly my daughter's going to come over here and see what the heck are you guys doing. Or at least one day she is going to come over here. As the doctor says, are you sure exactly? As he says positive. I meant positive. Imagine subject one with my daughter exactly. Subject one can technically protect her like a gnome exactly, but it will be willingly exactly, not being mind controlled at all. Now, Shigaraki does not like subject one at all exactly. Because he thinks he's really weak, though. Sure, he may have that firepower, but disintegration can kill. As, well, they hear, well, a scream exactly. As all for one and the doctor and Kirigiri run over there exactly, seeing Shigaraki on the ground, getting attacked by bees. As they see subject one's hand exactly, seems like it's full of rash exactly. As it busts open, more bees exactly stinging Shigaraki. Now, as all for one just, well, uses one of his quirks exactly to douse Deku into water exactly, as the bees die off. As Shigaraki's on the ground exactly saying, what the fuck? As he just passes out exactly. All for one checks in if Shigaraki's alive exactly. He actually is, but he's, well, knocked out from all that stinging shit. Deku can choose how many, well, Deku can technically choose what type of, well, stings the bees can do. Poison, sleep paralysis, or shit, madness, fear, happiness, all that shit. So yeah. As all for one says that Kirigiri open work exactly take Shigaraki back to, well, the villain hideout exactly. I have to use my quirk to heal him up exactly. As all for one, Shigaraki and Kirigiri leave. Now, the doctor's a little weirded out by that exactly. He has a weird new power exactly. That's new. As he's actually trying to do a few tests as well exactly. Trying to make him use his power. Deku does use his fire and his bee swarming attack exactly. Now, the doctor writes down firepower and bee summoning, he calls it. As a third new one comes. Comes. Jesus Christ. As a new one comes exactly. Teleportation. It's not that far exactly. He will have to train his teleportation power exactly to teleport him far distance exactly. As Deku teleports from one side of the area to another, continuously on doing that exactly, and teleporting up on the ceiling exactly, but gravity is a little weird for him. Now, the doctor writes down 2 new powers exactly, gravity manipulation and teleportation. He's thinking that Sea Slug exactly has amazing powers exactly. It's a shame we can't clone them. Now then. Let's see. Some of people are going to ask, wait, shouldn't Deku get addicted and get some Adam at least? No, or like from the Bioshock series exactly, did a little research on it. Most of you inject yourself with Adam, then you need more Adam exactly. You're addicted to that shit like Coochie, like to Master Roshi. Jesus Christ, why the fuck did I just say that? With Sea Slug, you do not need any Adam at all. Deku, in his rare chance, he actually needs, well, food to survive. So yeah. Now, let's continue on. Mostly the doctor does write down more and more things about subject 1. As, well, the next day comes exactly. Deku waiting for all for one exactly. As the doctor gets a new call exactly. It is all for one. All for one told the doctor that my daughter cannot come over, well, today exactly. She'll come when subject 1's like older exactly. Because she does not All for One does not want her daughter to get attacked by bees exactly. He does not know how powerful these bees are exactly. It could have killed Shigaraki. Even his quirk could not save him if the bees were powerful enough. He might have summoned a bee that could cause a black hole or some shit. He does not know. So yeah. As the doctor walks over to Subject 1, tells him that All for One's daughter is not going to come over here for a while exactly. Now, Deku is sad about this, but he does get over that eventually exactly. Now, the doctor sees that Deku is building more weapons exactly. Thing exactly his hand, slingshot, mostly a thing that, can shoot at him exactly, that can heat up, and other things exactly. Now, he does see more plans about Subject 1's weapons exactly. Some of them actually use his own blood to fire a type of, stickiness exactly that can stick you to the wall, like a spider. Now, as Deku uses his new power exactly, blood manipulation. But this is weird exactly. He can only bend the blood of Atom users exactly, like himself and little sisters. He technically can rip out their own, slugs exactly, and eat them and gain their powers, or gain more strength with it. Now then, Deku actually bends his own Atom blood exactly, and creates this glowing, ooze. As he puts in one of his weapons exactly, it fires at the Nomu. It actually makes, his blood hardening up exactly, and immediately keeps the Nomu's, leg on the ground exactly. The Nomu actually had to rip off his own leg because it would not come off at all. Doesn't matter how much strength you put into it, it did not budge. Now, the doctor writes down this as a new one. Blood manipulation. He just wrote down 5 new powers exactly. Fire, teleportation, bees, and, others. Sorry, I can't, list them all. I'm just gonna list random ones through these episodes. So, yeah. Some are gonna be saying this is fucking too overpowered. I guess wrong, because you'll see what fucking happens in episode 2. Or at least if I could record episode 2 exactly. Maybe I will. Some shit. So, yeah. Now, after this video, I will have to go to sleep exactly, so for this episode, I will have to go to sleep exactly, and then tomorrow I'm going to record for, can't remember the video I'm going to record next, but I have to look when I'm going to record it. Sorry. Now, let's continue on. Now, the doctor actually grabs Subject 1's weapon exactly, and, shoots at the Gnome exactly, by its head. Nomu immediately has to, actually cut off his own head exactly, to get this weird substance off his head exactly. As he does, he regenerates a new one. That old Nomu's head exactly is dead exactly. Now, it looks like, the death song's Amber exactly. Now, let's look and see more. Now then. Now, the doctor says that, Subject 1, this is a powerful one exactly. As he just says, I'll keep it with me exactly. Deku actually understands, or Subject 1 understands, because, the doctor always keeps his weapons exactly. As he's thinking he's keeping them because he's actually proud of them exactly. Technically, you can call the doctor Subject 1's dad, if you want to call him that, but it's a little weird. Technically, Subject 1's cloned from, a random child that All for One or one of his associates killed exactly by accident. So yeah. Technically, Deku's cloned from a dead kid exactly. From an orphanage. So yeah. Now, let's continue on. All for One, but the doctor says that, I'll be going exactly for a while. Subject 1, you stay here exactly. As he calls Kirigiri to open warp exactly. The doctor was going to leave before Subject 1 actually begged him to stay exactly. Mostly grabbing his arm, trying to keep him here exactly. As the doctor sees that Subject 1 actually has abandonment issues, or something that he does not like being alone at all. As the doctor tells Subject 1 if he doesn't let go of him, he'll get punished exactly. As subject 1 actually lets go exactly. As the doctor actually sees it exactly. Now, the doctor tells subject 1 he's going to stay here for a while exactly. In fact, as he just asks, or he calls, all for exactly could he stay here with subject 1. He might do something dangerously exactly, might kill some of these clone Nomus. As all for one just says fine. As he just send over Kirigiri there. Now, Kirigiri's there exactly. Sorry. Kirigiri is there for one good reason only. Kirigiri and Subject 1 have got along really good exactly. But Subject 1 is Shigaraki, yeah, it's fucking rocky as fuck. So yeah. Now, the doctor leaves exactly, and Kirigiri says, okay, Subject 1. As, well, Deku gets a little weird exactly. As he just goes back to his place exactly and starts building things. As Kirigiri's just watching exactly, he's thinking though. As Kirigiri opens the work exactly and gets Subject 1's food. Giving it to Subject 1. Subject 1 does eat exactly. As, well, Kirigiri does not know about Subject 1's teleportation. As Subject 1 actually teleports across the Nome facility exactly, getting parts and teleporting them back exactly. Not walking at all. As Kirigiri can actually see that. Subject 1's teleportation is way faster than his. Technically, Kirigiri has to do 2 steps, but Subject 1 has to do teleport and that's it. Instantly. So yeah. And technically, Subject 1 can customize his color by his emotion. Mostly Subject 1's mad because the doctor left exactly. So it's red. Blue would mean sadness, and, well, pink would mean love and art exactly. So it's like Lantern Spectrum. Green means hope and all that shit. So yeah. Now, this is a good spot to end off of here. I think this is a good spot. This is a good spot to end off here. This has been the Shellmaster. Sorry for that, guys. I'm just fucking sleepy. I have to record another video tomorrow. So yeah, I have to get some fucking sleep. So goodbye.